So recently my channel has become less about playing VR games and reviewing different types of VR games, and it's been more about creating lists and reporting on the VR news that has been going on in the industry lately. And with that, I feel I've lost a little bit of the channel identity. So in this video, I am bringing it back by going in with one of my favourite VR games, and I never really report on this game because I don't really associate my channel with the more gory type of games, so I wanted to go back to this VR game. It's called Horde, and it is possibly the most brutal game, never mind VR game, probably one of the most brutal games I've ever played, just because of like the whole realism with the violence and everything. And I didn't really want to make this video because I don't know how YouTube's gonna feel about it, man. It is like super violent, but it's just had one of the biggest updates that this game could have ever had. I say that as if the update has just come out. It's been available for over 2 weeks now, but it is so cool. I did not want to miss the opportunity to do a video on it. So this update brings about one of my favorite game modes that you can have in any game possible, and that is a horde mode. And if you haven't already seen what Horde Bullet looks like, roll the clip. So yeah, pretty effing violent. Personally, I know that there are other violent games out there such as Blood Trail, but I think Horde Bullet has that beat just on like the sheer graphical violence that can be created in this. As much as Blood Trail is a lot more realistic in its violence, actually very scarily realistic, Horde Bullet just turns it up to 11. What makes it even like worse as well is the fact that the graphics are like super good. They're like really clean for a VR game. It's realistic combined with over-the-top gore, and it actually has some really good gameplay as well. What the fuck have I just done? Oh my god, I just shoved a pool cue up his ass. It is like the old 410 he used to use. Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Oh my, okay. I'm not eating today. What the hell was that? Oh my god, his face! The procedural gore in this game is second to none. It reacts to exactly where you hit your enemies, unlike a lot of other games which just has certain points where you can slash your enemies. This game replicates real life simulation very well. It's very reminiscent to the Dead Island 2 flesh system, which is one of the best systems of procedural gore I've ever seen, but this is in virtual reality, which makes it all the more impressive. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to put a content warning on this. This is my first video I've made. I've nearly made 100 videos, and this is going to be the first one with a content warning. Oh! Bullet to the face! Oh my god, oh dear. Oh, that's just not what we want to see. That is... I think it's probably safe to say that Horde Bullet is one of the most unapologetically, gratuitously violent VR games of our time. And despite the focus being on gratuitous violence, the gameplay is still phenomenal. The gunplay feels like something from Contractors or Pavlov. I think the only thing this game was lacking in the past was like different game modes to play other than sandbox, and now this new ride game mode has completely solved that problem. Like, I know this game was brutal when it first came out, but it has come such a long way in terms of brutality that it's downright psychopathic. Don't get out. I'm surprised there hasn't been any sort of controversy in the news surrounding this game, because remember like 10, 11 years ago when GTA 5 came out and everyone was kicking off saying, oh my god, this game is so violent, oh, what are we going to do about the children? Look at this game! 11 years later, look at the state of this game, and no one's batting an eyelid. And rightly so, because I mean, it's just a game, but like, why is no one even picked up on something like this? This is like something the news outlets would be begging for. Oh, okay, that was cool.
Oh my god, this is like one of those games that just make you feel like a badass. What the hell? That slow-mo as well really helps.
Personally, I think Horde Bullet is one of those VR games that I've been slept on. And I think this is mainly down to the people thinking this is just a gratuitously violent gore sandbox. And yeah, it's so much more than that, especially with this new update adding in this game mode. In my opinion, Horde Bullet represents the foundations of a really, really good VR game that can become something absolutely sensational. And in my opinion, the only thing this game is lacking is a decent modding community. Yeah, sure, there are a couple of mods floating around there, but they don't really enhance the gameplay as much as you'd think it would. Similarly to how the mods on Blade and Sorcery are just absolutely amazing and they add so much to that game. I have a feeling if something like that was to happen to Horde Bullet, it would be one of the most popular games that you can get on the Steam store. So yeah, that was my short review on Horde Bullet. One of the most goriest games that you can get in virtual reality, and I can guarantee I'm using that in the thumbnail. If you enjoyed this video, it would be highly appreciated if you were to leave a like. Yeah, comment down whatever games you want me to try out, because I really want to get back into virtual reality a heck of a lot more than I have been recently, because I've just been so swamped with everything, I've just not had time. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I am going to go watch some Sonic the Hedgehog to go cancel out all the violence I've just witnessed.